been a night owl, yearning for companionship when all the world has gone to sleep? Is that why you're here, dear listener? Have you been waiting for my voice to whisper in your ear? Have you been watching me from the shadows? I was told not to talk to strangers, but I'll make an exception for you, caller.
Most women do, Bet. You know, I was gonna get lucky at Atrium, but I guess that place is closed down for good.
Well, isn't that a shame? Tell me, caller, wouldn't it be easier to make a few swipes on a dating app?
Nah, Bet. I reckon women only use those things to get free meals.
Right, well...
You know, I've been thinking I should start a podcast of my own.
Didn't you call before offering me advice about podcasts?
Yeah, but you obviously need to see how it's done, so I thought I'd make my own. I'm gonna call it Wyman. As in, like, why do men have it so hard when it comes to women? What do they even want? You know, besides money and simps. Do they even know? Does anyone? I do. I know. Let me tell you.
Well, if that doesn't have the ladies falling all over themselves to date you, caller, I don't know what will.
Well, I mean, yeah. What do you mean?
Next caller, you're on with Bet of Night. If you tell me one of your secrets, I'll tell you one of mine.
Hi, Bet. I wanted to ask you something. Am I the asshole if my boyfriend's kink weirds me out?
Well, with a question like that, I'm going to need a lot more detail. Let's start with your name, darling.
My name is Emma, and my boyfriend's name is Ray.
And what's this kink that has you bent out of shape in a way that you don't like, Emma?
He's just really into my wrist.
100 guesses and I wouldn't have come close to that revelation. What exactly does he like about your wrist?
I don't know. He's always looking at it, touching it, telling me how smooth my skin is there. And that was all fine, but last night, while we were in bed, he just started licking it.
I can see how that can be off-putting. Or arousing. Not sure.
I kind of freaked out, and I pulled my hand away, and I don't know, I don't think he did it on purpose, but his teeth kind of grazed my wrist, and I started bleeding, and then he got upset and he left, and am I the asshole?
I'm a big believer in open communication, Emma, and I think you two should talk this out. He should have just asked you instead of surprising you like this, but maybe if you explore it together, it may lead to some fun for both of you. If you're prepared for a little nibble, that is.
You're right. Thank you so much, Bet. I'm gonna call him right now.
Love is a strange mistress, isn't it, dear listeners? While these advertisements play, I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Man, I am starving.
Got that rumbling deep down in your gut? Hunger so strong you can't think straight? Look no further. Download the What's Your Taste delivery app now. Fill out a short survey when you sign up, and we'll send you a personal menu designed to satisfy your cravings. So, what are you waiting for?
Why did you choose to become a magister?
Did you never hanker for a title, Nomad? For people to pay you proper respect? Fundamentally, it is a gateway to knowledge and a method of keeping score. Respect is a thing which one cannot afford to give up. Do not think.
Tell me about your research.
What would you like to know?
Have you been tasked with researching anything on behalf of the Camarilla?
Are you testing my loyalties, Sheriff? I'm sure that if the Camarilla had asked me for assistance, they would expect the utmost confidentiality, regardless of who asked me about it.
Tell me about your embrace.
No, it was a long time coming, I tell you. Your mortal body never truly aged, did it, dear? So you don't know the frustration of a body that withers whilst your mind has so much more to do. I used certain techniques to extend my life. It was a long and arduous endeavor, committing unspeakable acts to claw back a few meager months. I was never entirely successful, but I got close enough to impress my would-be sire.
Enjoy your night.
What can I do for you, Sheriff?
What was the price of joining the Camarilla?
There's always a ticket price for jumping the fence, right? Some prices are steeper than others. Some want a sacrifice of a Sabbat member, some just want a blood bond. Lou's asking price wasn't so high, but I wanted her to know I was serious. Gave the praise finger bones to Lou in a nice enamel box.
You are close to Lou. How is she really doing?
Why do you ask?
I am merely concerned for her well-being.
Yeah, sure you are. Concerned about finding her weaknesses, maybe. She's fine and fucking dandy, so no need to concern your sweet little head.
Is there anything you miss about mortality?
You mean apart from shitty landlords, toothaches, and allergies? Not a whole lot. Except maybe catching this pretty face in the mirror every now and then.
Aha! The brave nomad returns to my humble store.
Is there someone who needs my attention?
There is. This is a picture of David's youngest son. A son who David has never seen through the eyes of sobriety. A son who David has never paid for, and whose mother has no home.
I have the scent. I would like to hear of your personal code.
Live honestly. It is more complex than simply not to lie. You must liberate yourself from the dishonest impulses of the natural mind.
So you never mislead?
Exactly. To lie by omission is still a lie.
What can you tell me about the Camarilla?
I can tell you one of them is fucking with the nastier aspects of thaumaturgy. I had a request for some very unpleasant books, and the promise of a great deal of money. Anonymous request, and they asked for complete confidentiality, of course. But I bet it's Mrs. Thorne.
I thought you said it was confidential.
Da! Well, I did not agree to the request.
I am interested by your relationship with patients. You allow them to live in your shop.
Da! They like my collection, but they follow my rules. They say the souls of the previous owners linger in old items and give their artwork unique spirit. Unfortunately, their art is ugly. But they watch my shop for me while I'm away on important business.
So this is a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Da. We scratch each other's backs. And sometimes we knock our boots.
I hope your night is pleasant.
Nico said there was an explosion? I bet it was fucking beautiful.
Why did you join the Camarilla?
I didn't join anyone. I was embraced here. They were running the show. Membership comes as standard.
You have never considered other options.
I couldn't give a flying fuck on fire about political bullshit. Princes, anarchs, none of it is real.
Were you an artist in your mortal life?
Oh yeah. My veins have always run with more paint than blood. Even then, I lean more into vulture than culture. Most other Toreador don't get it, but who cares what the vapid bitches like Isabella think?
Stay out of trouble.
I heard whispers about the secret keeper, and then I heard a loud explosion. What has this city come to?
Do you ever think about leaving Seattle?
Not really. I had a touch of wanderlust in my younger days, dreaming of the exotic. But booking nighttime-only flights is more trouble than it's worth these days.
Tell me more about your mortal life.
Oh, I dabbled. Import, export, acquisitions and beatings. Lucrative, amusing, and a solid bankroll for my peccadillos. I fenced with the law from time to time, but my hobbies did get me noticed by the right people.
Are you restricted in your feeds, like so many Ventru?
That's getting a tad personal.
My apologies. I did not mean to offend.
Well, you do date from a time before manners.
Have a pleasant night, Fletcher.
Fire. Take a seat. Fire. Thanks for coming.
My prince.
I assume you managed to smooth things over. That should take care of inner court politics. And thankfully, Willem's sudden exit and the repercussions of that exit aren't public knowledge. Yet.
The gardener knows.
Beat me to it. This gardener knows the truth. And you say he's Sabbat, an enemy of this court. And Sophia says she thinks the Sabbat are tied to your mark. Seems our interest just became aligned, Nomad. I'm expediting your investigation. And I have a good idea where to start. The underground.
You say these words, the underground, as if they should mean something to me.
I forget you're not native. The underground is an architectural graveyard. The ruins of old Seattle. After the Great Fire, rather than salvage what was, Lou decided to simply build on top.
What makes you think I will find answers in this underground?
Tali reviewed the PD figures. Disappearances, deaths, kind and kindred both. Always near an entrance to the underground. It's what drove out the Nosferatu. Campbell never looked into it, said he had other priorities. I'm not saying it's our smoking gun, but it is a gun and it is smoking. And I'm going to disarm it.
The gardener talked about going under the soil.
What makes you think it is Sabbat?
Oh, I'm not certain, but it's a canker on the city. The way it's been disregarded, that's a red flag for me. Only way to know is by process of elimination. Could be the Anarch simply stirred something. Either way, it was gonna fall on your shoulders. But Occam's razor, this is it.
I think you are right. At least it is worth a visit.
It's a big tourist attraction, believe it or not. Only ones who go down there now are mortals, and only ever in their sanctioned playgrounds. But deeper than those, I'll level with you. I don't know what kind of threat you'll face. In Lou's day, getting sent down there was a punishment, a convenient solution for problem kindred. Besides, you won't be alone. The Gangrel next will be with you.
Why?
Tali found out she's been taking certain liberties. Something I'd hoped the sheriff would be on top of. Now, I'd be inclined to make that her first strike, but obviously, Lou was furious. Remember what I said? The underground being Lou's favorite form of punishment? Since Nyx works for Lou directly, Lou gets to decide what happens when she's fired. Use the public entrance. You'll find the gangrel easily enough. And Fire, be careful down there.
No sign of Nyx.
And a lot of mortals.
She'll stick out. We should be able to track her down easily enough. You catch that aroma? That's Nyx, all right. We should get after her.
1885 to 1886 saw the anti-Chinese riots depicted here, which were begun by unemployed white workers determined to drive away the Chinese diaspora who had played such a vital role in building Seattle. Despite this, modern Seattle once again enjoys a thriving Chinese and Pan-Asian community. In 1889, disaster struck when the Great Seattle Fire consumed half the city overnight. It was believed to have originated in a carpenter's workshop. The Seattle Underground, where we now stand, came to be when attempts to rebuild went awry and a new city was built on top of the old one. Thank you again for coming to the Seattle Underground tour. This exhibit, like many others in the city, relies on generous donations such as the Lou Graham Historical Grant and people like you. Please feel free to speak with our front of house staff if you would like to contribute.
Nix, running ahead like a mutt off the leash. Go carefully. This place is about as stable as a Wall Street gambling den.
Any deeper archaeological research is forbidden under City Statute 3A 47B, as there are fears of the stability of historical architecture.
You get that subtle perfume of wet dog? You know gangrels. Reckon Nix is on 4 feet instead of 2 right now. Something's got Nix all fired up. She's got a scent or something like that.
Why did she not wait for us?
Who knows? Maybe it's a wrap. Gangrel. About as much scent as God gave a goose.
German-born madam who rose to become one of Seattle's most influential citizens at the turn of the 20th century, Lou Graham built the city's most elegant parlor house in Pioneer Square, where more deals were said to be struck than at City Hall. After her brothel was destroyed in the Great Fire of 1889, she quickly rebuilt in stone and even financed reconstruction efforts, helped save local banks during the Panic of 1893, and eventually left much of her fortune to public causes in King County. Her legacy endures as a symbol of Seattle's frontier spirit, where resilience, enterprise, and unlikely alliances helped shape a booming city.
I can see why they don't let little Susie or Johnny mess around here. Feels like the ground's about to heave-ho any minute. That doesn't smell like wet dog. Wounded dog, maybe. Oh, Nix, you downright fool.
She found something, and it destroyed her. Whatever did this will have an entrance nearby.
Ryong said she'd been taking certain liberties.
Some cannot so easily let go.
If I was a betting sword, I'd bet whatever did this to her is the same whatever Ryong has us looking for.
So let us find it.
Took the words right out of my mouth, so to speak. What has no scent but leaves a trail of claw marks? This is interesting.
Ryong said the attacks were all near entrances to the underground.
Such as right here. What, might I ask, is an Unbirthed exactly?
The Tremere may know more. What I know only through rumor. They are fledgling kindred, buried, then raised from a mass grave by a ritual, shorn of names or memories.
Well, that's just dandy. So, if such creatures were to breach the surface...
It would shatter the masquerade beyond repair. The hunters would swarm. Seattle would fall.
You think this is what the Sabbat are after?
There will be a deeper aim.
With the gardener as their leader. I guess we ask him. What was it? The last thing he said.
Slip beneath the soil. He is here. gardener lies behind that door. I know it.
What are you doing?
They are going to destroy the door.
Fire, those things are everywhere.
We need to get inside.
Fire, it's not safe. Fire! Survive!
Clear the firing line!
Interesting. Well, that is a whole mess of rocks. No way we're getting through that. But we do need to go deeper. I reckon we should head back to the surface. Seattle's riddled with holes. Someone will know another way in.
What's going down in Underground Town, oh mighty sheriff? Clowns with balloons?
My prey is down there, somewhere deep below. But the underground is infested. Troopers, heavily armed.
That tracks. Guess the slap-happy soldiers from the IAO finally showed up.
IAO?
Information Awareness Office. Like your old school Inquisition, but less about the cross, more about the extremely cross. Slaughtered licks for government pay, went off the rails. They've got a lot of shiny toys.
Armed hunters, yes. Very like the Inquisition. They have buried an entrance to the lower levels. I need another way in.
Well, shit. You, and this is me saying this, don't want to go down, believe me. Ruins and scars and the grinding of bones, babe.
Speak clearly, Tolly. What is down there?
If I were to bet on it, skeletons in someone's closet, but pointy, stabby skeletons with an axe or two to grind. Great Fire fucked up the city, and that's why they buried the underground. But the most fucked up parts? They got buried deeper, with extreme prejudice and heavy-duty concrete. You want to crawl in the darkest holes? You go talk to Mama Lou. That was her town, and her choices. Go see her, and keep my name off your lips. This was your idea.
Very well.
It always comes back to Lou Graham. Well, let's bite the bullet. Back to the glacier. You know, I've thought about that door, given what Tolly said about Lou. That design looked Asian influenced to me. Chinese, even, if I'm not mistaken. Lou worked with Chinese laborers. I reckon that place is part of her old life before the fire.
And she buried it. Why?
Well, you saw the tour. Seattle is all about the madam with the heart of gold. Not a mention of Rosalind or this mystery sire. Guess she wanted them forgotten. Those hunters have a head start. No dawdling. Let's get to the gardener before they do.
Fire, darling, do come in. You have been busy. Tell me, why are you here?
If it pleases you, I have a favor to ask. There is a door in the underground. You know of which I speak. I need to get inside.
There's nothing down there.
If she was mortal, there'd be sweat on her brow.
See how your smile tightens without reaching your eyes. Hear the flat note in your voice. Your fear is palpable.
Ugh, you're delusional. But consider my curiosity piqued. If, hypothetically, I were to consider your request, what possible reason would I have for doing so?
Just a few nights ago, you were attacked in your own haven. You cannot afford to ignore another threat.
Don't test me. I have survived long enough to judge my own danger. Is that really all you have?
I have heard a voice toying with me, summoning me into the darkness below, from a mind that others name the Gardener.
The Gardener?
I believe he is a child of Malkav, that he is behind the door in the underground, and he is calling me to him.
That's not possible. Why, that would mean... That would mean... No.
I cannot help you unless we are honest with each other.
There was someone, a Malkavian. I had forgotten. I thought he was gone. My condition. The visions. Perhaps this is no beckoning. But if you are right...
He has led both of us in a mind game, this Malkavian. He is Sabat, Lou Graham. Tell me what you know of him, how to get to him.
I am still not sure it's the one I remember. But if so, he was nothing then. A minor irritant, a footnote to history. He shouldn't give you trouble. There's another entrance here in the basement. I give you permission to descend. And Fire, if this is true, his destruction will change everything.
I will end him, for both of us.